This is for the nerds, this is for the brainiacs, this what we deserve. Go ahead and play it back, you ain't gonna touch me, you not gonna do nothing, you are not above me, I bet you wish you was me, I know it, I know.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Only Friends Unhinged podcast. Today's gonna get a little off the rails, I think. We started pre-production. Brian has decided to finally go on a murdering spree.
Yeah,
it's always the quiet ones.
The tortoise is angry.
It's always the quietest ones.
I mean,
it's always the innocent ones that you have to be concerned about.
sometimes you just get pushed to the brink and you snap.
I'm actually terrified now. I want to go home.
For those of you in the audience who aren't familiar, Brian is the manager of Solve for Why, and basically what that means is all of the shit I don't want to deal with, I push onto
Falls
him.
right onto me.
And it's finally gotten to a point where he's ready to snap.
You're ready to give it to someone else.
Yeah.
The irony is, the things that are making him want to kill somebody are precisely the reason why he was hired to begin with. He's like, oh yeah, that guy that you're dealing with, been dealing with him for years.
Yep.
Hate him.
Yep.
Can't do it anymore. Here you go.
Yeah. We'll get through
Well,
it.
Hopefully he's
tortoise.
not watching, because that would be
How
awkward.
could he? He's so goddamn busy.
I hope he's not either. He might get a head start. I'm just kidding. Nobody's getting murdered.
What a nice deep tummy laugh from that.
The tortoise can't afford any head starts, all right?
Yeah, the wheels of justice move slowly.
Oh, Christ. That was good. That was good, man. Conrad out here representing the tab.
Bro, when am I going to get paid for our side bet?
Oh, man.
It's on the tab.
No, it's not. We're starting a new tab. I'm not covering this one.
And I'm not
I
taking
wasn't
a
moving it
tab.
over. I was just giving him his tab.
Yeah,
I'm
he
not,
gets
I'm
his
not
own tab.
getting a tab. I'm not
It's
taking a
already been
tab.
tabbed, then.
You can't just like
Unfortunately, you've already been
you
tabbed.
can't just like make a bet with someone and be like, oh, like now we have a tab, which means here's more bets until I get even. It's like that's how this works.
That
You
is how
just
that
got
works.
tabbed. What do you mean?
I'm not getting tabbed. You can't tab someone.
Been tabbed.
I'm declining
You
the
have
tab.
you have another option.
To
To
give
not
you
get paid.
No, he has another option.
What?
Fight me.
That doesn't give me my money. Even if I fight you, I don't get my money.
I
you can steal his Yeezys. He has a whole fucking closet full.
I'll just sell some of those Dior's in the closet.
Yo, some people get beat up.
When Conrad first moved out here, I guess it was like 2018-ish, he and one of our other friends at the time, who was also just a complete and utter fucking degenerate, would gamble on everything together. They were both stone goddamn broke.
Yeah.
$0
It was
to either
literally
of their
just to
names.
keep us like doing something.
No.
So you never actually exchanged any money from
These
this?
idiots. These idiots would
It
run
was
up.
imaginary.
Oh, wait, hold on. Do you want to laugh? Actually, he paid Oscar a
Oh yeah. he paid Oscar like money that he didn't have. But Conrad and this kid ran up like a high 5-figure tab with one another when
and
neither
forth.
of them had a fucking penny to their name.
Wow.
Just like gambling on fucking bowling and tennis and shit that neither one of them are any fucking good at.
Right.
I was very good at tennis.
Imaginary gambling.
Yeah, it was
Lots
fun
of
money.
tennis.
Yeah.
You're betting on
It was,
like
it was the only reason I would play tennis. It was just like, okay.
you're betting
I'll
on
go
like
play.
Korean baseball at 3 a.m. when there's nothing else to watch and you're just
Wow,
sweating
that
the
was like when I
updates.
was 18.
Yeah, see,
right.
I know.
Are you
Relax.
as good at tennis as you are pickleball?
I play tennis. I like tennis. I don't like pickleball. It's not enough
Oh,
for me.
he's finally coming around. the Mr. I'm a god on the court is finally humbled.
I'm still the best. Don't get it wrong.
Compared to
Pickleball's
who?
for old people, though, isn't it?
No,
Yeah, actually,
Isn't it?
Berkey plays it.
absolutely not.
It's like
Melissa.
tennis, but like for people.
It's
who
so
I'm
funny you
currently-
said that.
It's tennis for people whose joints have deteriorated.
I'm currently
right?
sponsoring a 14-year-old who's gonna go pro shortly.
Why doesn't he just play tennis?
Okay, it's a she,
She.
and
Okay, she.
because she's better at pickleball. She's
Because it's easier.
She's actually really fucking
She's really
Yeah.
good. I saw her play
it's-
once.
it's
Is,
not
and I
that
was like,
easier.
holy
pickleball
crap.
easier than tennis?
it requires less God-given ability. Like you don't have to be as tall.
Yes, it's easier
you don't have to
than
be
tennis.
built. You don't have to be built the way tennis players are built. So in tennis, height is just superior, much like basketball. You're just gonna do significantly better if you're
Yeah.
a certain height.
Yeah.
But if you're not born with those gifts, pickleball's your next step.
I think age matters less too, right? Like
Because it's
You don't age out.
14-year-old can
Right.
like
You don't age out of pickleball.
yeah, you don't age out of pickleball, and like a 30-year-old man can get beat by
right. This
a
is
14-year-old
looks
girl.
like
Yo.
miniature.
Old man
tennis.
Tom be out there.
Tell me how easy this is.
It just looks like miniature tennis, but I feel like I would hit the other person in the face
How
a
old
lot.
was
No,
Tom?
You guys
hitting-
are so close to each other.
Hitting people's that's strategy. People get pissed too. Like
fun.
I only play
you
rec.
hit your teammates. That's strategy.
No, not your teammates.
Oh.
The other players. So like whenever you're at net play and you're close, you play a slow game and a fast game, right? So somebody has to speed it up. And when someone makes a mistake and bounces the ball too hard, you get to speed it up. But it's easy to defend these speed ups because you're close. So it just turns into kind of a game of ping pong. But if you're really nasty, what happens is you hesitate a little bit and then you just try to body them. Where it's like it's out if they get out of the way, but it's so hard to get out of the way, so you just peg them in the chest. And people get so pissed.
It's
like, they
not
want
out
an
if they get
apology.
hit in the chest.
Yeah, it's a fucking wiffle ball. What are they so afraid of?
It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt. It
Oh,
barely
people
even
get so
stings.
salty though. You body them and don't apologize. They're just like, I want my apology.
My
Really?
favorite thing was to look people in the face and say, "Yeah, got rocked."
Yeah, like little John at STK. Yeah,
These are like old people.
You guys are so old
STK.
hating on STK.
That place sucks,
That
man.
place is awesome. It's a
so
club. You don't have to talk to anybody.
loud.
It's such a vibe.
you just don't like talking to people.
thing, like if you want to go to a club, you just go to a club.
Right.
Like
You know,
if
it's
you want to
like-
sit down and have a nice dinner and
At the club.
talk to the
The
people that
DJ
you
was literally like
enjoy.
55.
He was playing the hits though.
He
I
was
bet you
playing the
was,
hits.
I bet you he was fucking
He
dropping
played.
it.
We're listening to Soulja Boy while we're
All right,
eating.
never mind. I take that back.
He
steak.
remixed
I mean,
Soulja Boy
it's
with
ridiculous.
He remixed Soldier Boy with I think Queen's Under Pressure. It was a very interesting mix we had going on. We wanted to have a nice dinner out. I haven't seen Emma all summer. Was looking forward to sitting down with the team. Espen joined us, and I let Emma pick the restaurant because I don't care as long as they serve steak.
How
And
big
she's
is
like,
that
let's go to
steak?
STK. And I'd only been there once. And I was like, fuck, this place sucks. But I just assumed she really wanted to go there. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I was the only one who had ever been there before. So now it's my fault.
Yeah.
Because I was the only one who knew what we were getting into. So we sit down and she goes to the waitress. She's like, is there anywhere like more quiet? And she goes, no, it gets louder as the night goes on.
You're like,
Yeah.
you are in the quiet section.
Like, what is wrong with her? What?
That waitress sucked.
She did. She was annoyed by
Man.
our presence
You guys
Yeah.
are
by a
just tearing
lot.
this place down.
It's so overpriced. The food was like, okay.
was good.
I ordered a ribeye cap, which usually is, 12, 16 ounces. It's like 6 ounces.
Yeah,
Tiny
it looks
little
like a
thing.
little
Landon
hamburger.
orders the hind side of a fucking cow.
I'd be eating. I was hungry.
That looked good. Your steak looked really good.
Yeah, it was. I had a
$132.
wonderful time enjoying all of my meal.
Espen and I definitely fucked up. We both. I
You
think I
got the
ordered,
same thing as you?
I don't know if he got the cap or if he got
I think he did.
the fillet.
He got something different. His was a slightly bigger than yours.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Oh.
But we
Mayo
both
fillet.
ordered off like the chef's suggestion menu or whatever.
I'm sorry you didn't just go with the bone-in ribeye. Because they have
When
a
there's
smaller...
a cap on the menu, you get the cap.
Yeah, it's true.
Caps are
Caps
so
are
good.
Yeah, it's the best part
And
of the
honestly,
ribeye.
every time I go to Echo, they tell me they're out of it. So it's like I've only ever had it once or twice anyway. I'm like, I'm not gonna miss this.
My
Yeah.
my
Echo's
meal
so
was
good.
great.
It was really good for what's
Echo
worth.
is so
It was
good.
just massively overpriced.
Yeah.
Echo is the best steakhouse in Vegas, in my opinion.
Echo
that
is-
I've been to.
Echo's the
I
absolute.
like
Echo
nuts.
is,
their mushroom fries things.
Oh,
The
portobello
fried-
mushroom
yeah.
The
portobello
sides
fries?
are
Yeah.
awesome. It's everything's like pretty cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's like
Yeah.
7 of us going, and it costs like $300.
Landed steak at Echo, which is also farm to table nonetheless. Like you're getting like high quality meat.
Yeah.
Landed steak there would have been like $42.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No way.
No,
Steak's
it would not.
expensive.
32 ounce
It would have
bone-in?
been... It,
How much is the big steak that we always order? Like,
Those are usually 64 ounces, so they're twice the size as
The
Landon's.
tomahawk.
And they're like $100.
yeah.
I could finish that too.
So
Oh my
They're-
God.
Ooh, it
Wapo,
looks so
what have you done to me?
good.
wow.
let's go to Echo.
That's overcooked.
You know
They
what?
do, I will say that Echo does have a tendency to overdo it.
Well, some like
Overcook
some
it?
cuts, some cuts are so fatty that
You
they
want it
recommend
to-
medium over medium rare
Right.
because it's if it's not done enough, then it's going to be chewy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like they'll say like, listen,
Want it to
get it
melt.
medium. Trust us. We know, we're not going to overcook your steak.
I don't
it's
think
gonna
they-
be super juicy. We just want.
I don't think they
the fat to
overcook
render.
it from a medium rare perspective. I think they overchar it.
Oh, I like the crispy
Yeah.
char.
Yeah.
My
love a
favorite
good-
is
I
prime
love a good
rib.
crust.
Like I will eat prime rib like every day if I could.
Have you met Brian?
Love it.
Have you met?
It's the best.
We used to have Fridays dedicated strictly to prime rib from Uncle Brian here.
I'm unsure if
When
I
I
ever
was
had prime
8,
rib.
I think 7 or 8, I started getting the 16-ounce prime rib rare from Outback. That's when I was converted.
Yeah.
Wow, the old Outback prime rib.
I love their
That's
prime
their
rib.
prime
is
rib's good.
It's
Yeah.
really good.
The best thing at Outback is the bloomin' onion, and it's not even close.
Could you
It's-
be
That's
any more
false.
typical?
It is so
I
fucking
mean, that's just
good.
false.
It's just fried onions.
It's good. The
I
sauce
don't care
that comes
what
with
it
it.
just is.
The-
It is so good.
The sauce that comes with it. Oh,
God,
that's
it's so good.
That's money.
Wow, Jay Chris in the chat.
Oh,
we
man.
really. So you guys don't know, this is my best friend from back home.
Wait, we remember Jay Chris from
we know
one of your
Jay.
streams.
We do. I think he's talking
Oh
to the
yeah,
audience.
yeah,
He was
yeah.
in the back.
He popped in.
Yeah.
He when I was home in Pittsburgh for the BetMGM, he was just hanging out in the background watching me ship tournaments. Just absolutely in love with everything that was going on. Of course, he loves the bloomin' onion.
Yeah, of course he
Nobody
does.
would have
Jay,
ever.
He
Don't
had
worry,
to
they
pop
don't know,
into
but we
a
know.
wrap for the bloomin' onion.
We talk about the bloomin' onion. He's
The
like,
drizzle
oh my God, it's
sauce.
Right,
fried
like,
food.
He got an alert on his phone.
Yeah, you saw. Yeah, you saw
Bloomin'
the
onion has been mentioned.
This is episode 79. He hasn't watched one fucking minute of the first 78, but like he got an alert on his phone that they're talking Outback, and he's just like,
I fucking love Outback.
bloomin' onion alert.
man, you're a cheap date. How are you single? There are a
I
lot
am
of guys
a cheap
in this
date.
city.
I love Outback. I
I love
love
Outback too. I'm a big fan of
Someone
Outback.
bring Brian to
had
Outback.
McDonald's on dates. I mean, we used to get, my college boyfriend and I used to go to the pizza place. He would get me $1 slice.
Wow,
I mean,
how romantic.
you know,
One of the best
it's
places
the
in
thought that counts.
one of the best places in the city to get prime rib is at South Point. It's called primarily prime rib. So
That's what
you
it's
know,
called.
It's called primarily prime
What
rib.
about Lowry's? Have you been there?
I haven't been there, but I heard it's really good.
Heard it's good
But like,
too.
as far as value goes, like it's cheap. You can get a very small cut all the way up to like the King Cowboy cut.
Yeah, I want the King
Landon
Cowboy.
would obviously get.
Bro,
and it's
I'm
like,
not going to the
yeah,
South Point, bro.
You get like all the sides with it and
I love the
everything. You
South
know,
Point.
it's not a la carte, and you just like you walk out there with like $100 for 2 people, and you're like, I had a lot of meat, a bottle of wine, and all the sides.
Okay, let's go.
Poor
I'm
Michelle.
in.
She's the one that
No,
recommended it.
but I'm just
'Cause then
you're
we
a
go to bingo
drunk, sweaty
afterwards.
ass afterwards. Like, no one wants to be anywhere
Drunk
near that
meat
hot
sweats.
mess.
Drunk
Nah.
meat sweat.
Yeah, he's just pouring down meat sweats
Listen.
with his purple stained teeth.
She enjoys my musk.
She has to. She's been with him forever.
Oh,
Someone
man.
said, wait, I thought Melissa is no longer single. That is very false.
Couldn't be more
It couldn't
false.
be more
There's
false.
Very
your
single.
sources are
Last night,
wrong.
Berkey
Your
said-
sources are lying to
We were
you.
talking about how I love Diet Coke, and then he was like, yeah, what did you say? Something about me going to bed disappointed every night.
Oh yeah, yeah.
like,
Because we
yeah, I do
somehow
do
we're
that.
walking. This absolutely made my night because I think that diet. Well, all pop is just disgusting, but diet is even worse. It's just fucking bottled chemicals.
Yeah.
So she orders one at dinner, and they're like, we just have Pepsi products," and she's like, "Fuck you, I don't want it." Like, okay.
No, I
little
got
gra-
it. I was just like, fine.
And then didn't drink it.
I drank it.
Mm.
I mean, I just pretend it's Diet Coke.
Yeah. The best is that they don't even bring you diet.
They do. I would know. I
Sure.
would know.
Of course you would, because it tastes like fucking ass.
Yeah, the regular does.
No. So then we're walking through the casino, and it's already taken us forever. Somehow we just keep stopping at points along the way and having conversation because, we didn't get to have any at dinner.
Yeah, I
And
know.
so we're like standing in front of the bathroom.
we're in front of the escalator.
Standing on top of the escalator, just shooting the shit. And finally, like, we're about to leave, and she sees a gift shop, and she's like, wait. I need a Diet Coke. And she walks in, and they don't have one.
They only have bottled Diet Pepsi, which for my DC lovers, the can is the only acceptable way to drink it. So
But I heard-
it's a bottle and it's Pepsi, and my night's ruined.
So she just comes out head hanging, super disappointed, and I go, "Is this why you're cranky every morning? Because you just end up being disappointed every night?"
Yeah. Yes.
Now
Yes, it is.
Now we've got to the root of the problem.
Yeah.
Well, how do you solve it?
That's not I'm not in the business of solving.
A lot
I
of
feel
complaining.
A lot of
problem
complaining, not problem solving. Shout out to Josh K hitting us with the super chat.
Thank you.
Said this is a food podcast. Pay guapo. This might just be a food review of sort. We might take over Michelin. Is
Food
what
review.
should
Yeah.
probably happen.
think
The
we
only
should.
friend's stamp of approval.
Have you guys been to Mott 32? That's a Michelin. I have a Michelin chef, I think.
Where? Here?
It's
in
at the
Cosmo.
Palazzo.
Oh, okay.
It's Chinese food.
I'm out.
I know.
I'm out.
I know. But they do a 42-day aged Peking duck.
That sounds amazing.
I just had duck for the first time the other day.
So good, right?
I was not a fan.
It's so
It's so
good.
fatty and
I
like.
love it. I
Yeah.
love fatty meat.
I
though.
normally do
Right.
too, but it's just
It's like chicken.
It's
Is it fat or
just
cloudy?
fat.
It's like dark meat chicken that's fattier and tastier.
Yes.
I don't
You
know.
get the crispy
And
skin.
I'm
Oh.
a dark meat chicken person
Me
any
too.
day. So
But I just wasn't a fan of this. I don't know why. I just felt like lard.
Well, I don't know where you went. Maybe you had a bad piece or something.
Honestly, the steak at Vanderpump is really good.
Is it?
Yeah. Steak at Vanderpump is nice. I actually like the food places at
Are you gonna start
Paris.
watching
yeah, there
Vanderpump
were good
Rules?
options there.
I'm
Of
not.
course, you're spending $650 at Nobu.
I spent so much. Wow, I forgot about that.
Man,
yeah, I did.
so rich.
Listen, man, money is a lie.
Tell me more, young man.
Everything's
Money is a lie.
Please tell me more. I would love to know how I can get out of this empirical system of corruption.
9.1 inflation. You might as well spend it while it's worth something.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's business.
The art of the deal.
The art of the
Yeah, trade offer, too much money.
I think collectively we would make for a good restaurant rating system.
No.
I like so
No,
few things.
You hate food.
No, we'd be
Exactly.
terrible. No,
Yeah.
we'd be terrible.
Exactly.
We'd be terrible.
He's just the harsh critic, right? So like, if
Right.
he
Yeah,
really
this
likes
is-
something, but that's the thing. Like, he
Think
could
of the
like
high
really,
bar I
really
set.
like it, and then we're all gonna go, and it's just gonna taste like shit. and we're
It's
like,
actually really
this?
funny because Berkey has no taste buds. Landon thinks everything tastes good. You'd probably be one of the better.
You realize that
I don't
that
know-
means the opposite is true. He would then have no taste buds, and mine are very sensitive.
But you don't think
If he
anything
just likes
tastes-
everything, that
but
means
you
his
don't
taste buds are
You don't like
bland.
anything with
Mayo
any
is
flavor,
spicy.
so you're out. You're just out.
That's because flavor is for idiots.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway,
flavors for idiots.
I don't know about you.
Do you want to extrapolate
I have
on
a
your
great
hot
palate.
take here, Matt?
No.
I think you do.
I like the taste of meat. I like the natural au jus, if you will.
So I agree. So I agree to a point. Like, right? Like, if you're
Fucking
gonna
what?
if you're gonna have
Tell him
like,
meat, Brian.
No, if you're gonna have like a good steak, right? You don't want it like plastered with a bunch of different seasonings.
Keep your
and
fucking
all
sauce
that,
to yourself, okay?
If it's a good piece of steak, all you need is salt and pepper.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Goddamn
Because you
right.
want to taste. You want the beef flavor to come through.
That's
You
right.
want to be masked
Butter.
by like 1,000 different.
Nothing offends
other-
me more
All you need is butter
than
and
when
salt.
I just order steak off a menu where I'm assuming I'm just gonna get a steak, and they give me some like bullshitty brown sauce.
Oh, that shouldn't be on there.
It's like
You know what
Yeah.
you put on the side.
yeah,
It's not
I
on
mean,
the
if it's on
side.
the side,
put it
why
on
are
the
you
side,
offended?
fine. Like let the idiots who think that this is a good idea choose their
It's
own
not
way.
it's not an intelligence thing.
Well, I would beg to differ.
How do you equate food and flavor to intelligence? Oh man, you like food? You must be a fucking idiot.
No, not liking food, liking your food dunked in
He
nonsense.
doesn't like wet food.
Like things I put ketchup on need ketchup because they're not very flavorful.
Right.
Heinz 57.
Yeah, exactly. Because the things I'm eating are not very flavorful.
No,
They're just like fried
no
shit.
tartar
There are
sauce.
certain things that go well with steak, right? Too like thyme and rosemary
Uh-huh.
and garlic,
Garlic,
right? So when you do like
butter.
the butter basting, you get some thyme, some oregano.
Okay,
or
I'm
some-
not going to throw a fit
Yeah,
over that.
Right,
herbs
yeah,
are-
yeah.
I mean,
You get some
herbs are
garlic.
When you put
good.
fucking
then-
gravy on it, I'm
Right.
not happy.
No, of course.
Herbs
of
are
course.
banging.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Yeah.
a big herb proponent.
Got
you ever
some
had a
thyme and-
Pittsburgh
got some
style
thyme and
steak?
rosemary in my garden right now.
No, I've not had a Pittsburgh
What does it even
style
mean?
steak.
Just bland?
I've been
No.
to Pittsburgh and never had a Pittsburgh style.
What is
I've
it?
only
know what
ever
it is,
been.
don't
I've
you?
never been to Pittsburgh. I've been to Scranton.
I'm not sure.
It's known as Pittsburgh style, but also blue steak.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like
Blue
New
cheese?
England.
It's
No,
essentially
It's basically walk through a warm room. and served to you raw.
Right. It's just like it's blue color, right? Kind of.
Yeah.
It's like seared. It's
so
like
the idea
seared
is
steak,
that the idea was that back in the steel mill days, the workers would cook steak on their lunch break by throwing it against a hot iron coal furnace and just searing both sides and then eating it basically raw in the middle.
Isn't there the like raw
Interesting.
meat is like edible? Like you can just like eat raw.
Ground beef is the only one that.
Yeah.
Well, ground beef and chicken.
Because it touches the grinder and it's like exposed to the air and
also,
stuff.
yeah. Also, the bacteria on like beef only grows on the outside, right? So when you take it and grind it all up together, it mixes
Right.
all in the middle.
The
That's why
outside's
you
all
can just take
touching the-
a steak and stare. And if it's a good steak and it's clean, that you. I mean,
like
you have
tartare,
carpaccio.
like that's just, like,
carpaccio
cut up.
is
Love
raw meat,
carpaccio.
and it's fine to eat.
Carpaccio, tartare. I do like raw steak.
Yeah.
Oh, I tried tartare for the first time like 2 years
You
ago.
don't like it?
That just shows how
So
in
good.
love I
They
was.
put, like,
I was willing to
especially
try
when they have,
tartare.
like,
Wow.
Mustard grains and the little egg
No,
yolk.
you're talking beef tartare.
Yeah.
I know you wouldn't have tuna
I was
tartare.
gonna say he's not talking
Tuna tartare.
Honestly,
Really
there's a
good
better
too.
chance I would like tuna tartare. I think.
It is so
Might.
good.
It's so good.
It is
yeah.
so
How close
good.
to tuna out of the can is it?
Not at all.
I really enjoy tuna out of the can.
What
It's a
did you-
beautiful
I wa-
piece of tuna fish
Yeah.
cubed up. and-
Hold on, guys. I need to know this.
Yeah.
When you took the tuna out of the can, how did you prepare it?
So there were a few ways that I would eat tuna. Now, mind you, I started eating tuna out of the can
Like the
very young.
albacore?
Yeah,
like
of course.
the albacore.
Well, we graduated to albacore when we got a little bit
What did
richer
you
in
do?
In
college.
water or in oil?
For that.
Again, we graduated whenever we got a little richer in college and we could afford the $1.75
Right,
can
yeah, not the
instead of the
59
89
cents up to
cent
the-
one.
yeah.
Right. But, growing up in this all started like around midget football when I had to lose weight. Back when we were scrambling for food a little bit, the canned goods, they would
You
stay.
mean Pee-wee football.
Yeah.
Small
Yeah, that's
football.
right. I keep forgetting.
Wait, what's it?
What do you want me to do, man? That's what it was called.
Anyways, go on.
Can't say anything anymore, man.
God, cancel me already. Get me off this fucking mic.
Take me now.
So I would eat tuna out of a can because, for the most part, it was all we had. Tuna and pork and beans. Those were my go-tos because you could eat them raw. You didn't have to cook. We didn't have a microwave, and they would keep for a long time. You know what I hated about the pork and beans though?
I want to know how you prepared the
Yeah,
tuna.
I'll get there. I'll get there. All right?
We don't
I'll
want
get
to
there.
know about the pork and beans.
I'll get there. But the problem is, so there's a difference, right? If you buy baked beans, it's different than buying pork and beans. Do you understand why? So I didn't understand this
What
as a
has
kid.
pork in it?
Yeah, there'd be like these little fucking hunks of pork in your goddamn
Course,
beans.
It does.
I'm like, I thought it was just like a nickname for the beans, like you eat it with pork.
Pork goes
You
very
thought it was
well.
a
That's
nickname for the beans, pork and beans.
Yeah, meanwhile I'm getting a hunk of Spam in my fucking beans, and nobody wants that. I used to have to like eat around it. It's like,
no, but pork goes very well with beans.
yeah, but not like canned pork,
Right.
man. Nobody wants canned pork.
Like if you're making pulled pork and then you put some of it in your baked beans.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's a very elegant meal you're putting together, man. We're talking like
Okay, so-
fresh out of the can. There's a chunk of pork.
Yeah, I didn't want that either.
Nobody wants that
No,
shit.
never.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that.
But yeah, the tuna. So the way I first got on it, much like everything else, I have to ease my way into the natural flavors of it. So when I was lucky enough to have bread, I would make a tuna sandwich.
Okay. Go
Now
on.
this was gourmet.
I was so fucking scared you're gonna say
This
what
was
I think
gourmet.
you're gonna say.
I would take
Mayo?
tuna and drain it, of course. Just take the whole can, plop it right on a chunk of bread,
Okay.
and we would just douse it in ketchup.
I fucking knew he was gonna say ketchup. That is so disgusting.
And the thing is like,
oh my god.
the thing
I
is,
knew it.
what it was happening is,
I knew it.
I was graduating from just ketchup sandwiches to tuna ketchup sandwiches. So I used to just eat Heinz 57 on bread. That's
Really?
it.
I've done that.
Carna, that
Yo.
sandwich was redder than your shirt.
The
I used to eat
whole
mayo sandwiches.
fucking reason why I brought that up is because I knew you
knew where it was leading.
Going to
Yeah.
say
Yep.
he put ketchup in his tuna.
Wait,
Now, eventually, I got off of the ketchup and I would just make a tuna sandwich. But then I got off the bread and I had to go back to the ketchup right in the can.
You see what
Just
happens?
right in
he
the
gets
can.
off.
Did you ever hear of mayo?
Fuck
Yeah.
you. Fuck you
Relish?
and your mayo. Nobody wants goddamn mayo.
Mayo's too
In
spicy
tuna-
for him. Mayo's too spicy
Oh
for
yeah,
him.
that is true.
Berkey gets off of ketchup, and then they lose their license to the stadium. It's like
Yeah.
you were supporting them the whole
That's
time.
true.
Wait a
Now they
minute.
can't afford
They
it.
couldn't afford it. You're
You
right.
just had bread, ketchup, bread as a sandwich?
Yeah.
I've had that before.
Yeah.
I used to do that with mayo.
Yeah.
When I discovered I liked mayo, I just wanted only mayo all the time.
You just wanted a vehicle.
You know,
for your
here's the
mayo.
thing.
exactly.
Here's the thing that we don't really think about because you just assume that eating isn't a problem. But when you're hungry, your body will crave the nutrients that you're lacking.
Yeah.
Like I used to just
That
eat
happens to
butter.
dogs,
I just
too.
used to eat butter off the spoon because I just was
still do
not
that,
getting
don't you?
enough
You get
nourishment.
fat.
Don't let him
Yeah.
confuse you. He does this now.
No, I eat peanut butter off the spoon now. It's way different. Oh my god, this is so fucking repulsive.
What is this?
That's
This
me.
guy just took a gallon jug of mayo to the game and is just eating it.
So gross.
No, it's not. It's a prank. It's got to be a prank.
Yeah, it's definitely
has to be.
yogurt.
It's
or
a prank.
something.
That's probably
You
like ice
think
cream.
yogurt in the hot sun is better?
No, I think yogurt's disgusting.
It's a
I'd much
prank.
rather
Look at
eat
him.
mayo.
It's a prank. It's just a prank.
I hope it's ice cream or something.
I never liked mayo, but
I love
I put
it.
it on a tuna sandwich with relish and jalapenos,
Right,
like
yeah,
a normal
yeah.
person.
Jalapeno.
I
Maybe
can't
some
stand
celery.
like the
Yeah.
smell
That
of
sounds
canned
great.
tuna
Yeah.
is not like I hope I never smell it.
Honestly, I
loved
don't.
it.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be poor again. But I think I could. I think I could do just
My
fine.
brother used to always
I
make
don't
tuna
think
salad.
you could ever put ketchup
So
on tuna
nasty.
and get it.
No, you're wrong. First of all, I could eat tuna out of a can plain and just enjoy it.
Oh my god.
I think,
I used to do that.
I think it
Tuna
tastes
salt.
just
No,
fine.
Tuna
agree.
salt done.
Landon,
It stinks.
you will eat
It
anything.
smells like a foot.
Tuna salt
It
done.
tastes. You know what? It tastes like cold chicken.
It smells like
Kinda,
a foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a chicken breast
Smells
you've had
like
in
a
the fridge
foot.
for a couple days.
No, it stinks.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't smell great, but you know,
How can you eat that when it smells like that?
you just
Ugh.
eat it. It tastes better than
It
it
tastes
smells.
great with pickles and
can't.
jalapenos.
You
You know, it's like
You just take a bite.
I will only
Put in
eat
your
it.
mouth.
it's like
in
a lot of
casserole.
fishy smelling things in this world, Melissa. It tastes better than it smells.
Well, it shouldn't. Whatever you're alluding to shouldn't smell like fish. That is a sign of.
I'm talking halibut, Melissa. What the
That's a
fuck are
sign
you
of
talking about?
That's a sign of a medical problem. If there's a fish smell.
What are you talking about? I'm talking halibut,
talking
sea
about
bass.
Feminine hygiene.
Yeah, well,
The gas light is on. The gas on the stove is on.
I'm sorry, what?
I said the gas on the stove, the gas light.
I don't get it.
Connor's trying too hard, man.
What-
I
what's
don't
he
like
mean?
it.
The gaslight.
I said the
You
gas
see-
gaslight is
The gas
on.
light is
Wow.
on.
Gas
Wow,
light.
that is such a leap,
Yeah,
man.
Conrad went like middle-aged 40-year-old.
Yeah,
yeah.
much as always.
saying about
Please fill us in when you're
middle-aged
trying to be
Yeah.
funny.
Trying to be funny, basically.
Trying to be
You know,
like
like when
us.
Matt tries to be funny and it doesn't work, and we just have to sit here and like pretend to laugh or kind of
Yeah.
smile and be
yeah,
like,
and then we
okay.
just all kind of
Like,
look
yeah,
at each
Matt,
other
like-
and we're like, he's doing it again.
All right,
like,
first
yeah,
of
like,
all,
it's
Right,
so
it's like,
funny and smart.
it's like the mob boss when he's like telling all the jokes and all the like the
Right.
minions have to all laugh
and he's
at
pointing a gun at your head and he's
Yeah.
like, laugh.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
you find it
as
funny.
long as you guys acknowledge that you're all the minions, I'm fine with this bit. You can run it all you want.
it. Hey, you're the boss, man.
I know I'm funny. My grandma told me so.
You're right, Matt. You're so funny.
You know that you and Conrad are the only two people in this room who absolutely laugh hysterically at their own jokes.
I don't laugh.
I laugh hysterically at my own shit.
I don't laugh at my own jokes on the podcast. I laugh privately.
Yes, look at that.
Oh, yeah,
am
it
I funny
is.
like a clown? Oh, that's perfect. I'm here to amuse you.
So a feel-good story. Feel-good story from the past couple days that broke. A pizza delivery man, which, for what it's worth, I'm surprised this job still exists. I feel
Why?
like,
What else? Who
well, I
else
feel like
would
it'd be
do it?
automated at this point in some capacity.
Well, Uber Eats.
Are they gonna drone
Like
it in?
yeah. What do you
No,
think?
like through a third party, like Uber Eats, just taking over
To let him
for.
know their house is on fire. I saw him around back. That's the last time I seen him. Okay.
Hey guys, 6-year-old girl and a 23-year-old male missing in the house somewhere. What do you got? 6-year-old female and a 23-year-old male possibly inside.
Guys, come here. Come here.
Are you Zavion? It's everybody. Sit out. Need medics.
Come with me, man. Come with me. Come with me. We gotta get away from the house. Hey, we gotta get away from the house, okay?
Okay, baby. You're okay.
Is the baby okay?
baby's okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, she's okay.
100%. Yep, you're okay. You did good, dude. Okay.
Man,
So there was 4 kids alone in the house.
Yeah.
they
And
probably
they caught on fire?
ordered pizza.
One was 18 and babysitting. And
Left the little one in there.
well, they ran out and he found out. He came into the house and I think he woke up or whatever. He alerted 3 of them. And they all came out. And then he was alerted that somebody else was in the house. Then he ran in.
How did the siblings not realize the little one's in there?
Well, I mean, time of in the fire.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
It's
like-
probably a
it's
panic
life-threatening
and, you know,
situation.
it's just
The
like-
way that I see it is like he's literally like, it's like a cross, like
Yeah.
right at the front door. Like, hey guys, my siblings are still in there.
Yeah, they might have been like
My God.
close to, you know, like can't breathe. Like if they don't get out, they're gonna
Yeah.
die too. Like it's, I don't know.
That house looks like it was made
What-
out of fucking cardboard boxes. That shit
What
went
the hell
up.
Right.
happened? How did that happen?
Who knows?
There's-
What a
I didn't
G.
see
He
anything
goes
yet.
in twice and gets
Yeah.
the 4-year-old and gets the baby, and like obviously he was all tore up. You could see like
He's
his
wearing.
arm and
He's working for minimum wage and just saving
what a
lives.
legend.
Aw.
Yeah,
On the
what a
Call
legend.
of Duty.
Great. Is he single?
No, he has a girlfriend.
Fuck.
Oh,
All the good ones are
Conrad's on the
taken.
case. Yeah.
I already saw. But yeah, he's my hero.
yeah, that's
Because
wild.
you know, like you think about it, like if you see others in danger, you like to think that you would help.
Right.
But
You don't know.
to be in that situation and at that moment, it's kind of sick.
Yeah, you don't know how
And,
you
like-
think like, oh, I would do that too, and then but you never know until you're in that exact spot. And you're like, I gotta run to a burning building. So, kudos
Yeah.
to him.
I could see myself. I can see myself not springing to action fast enough, like grilling the kids. Okay, tell me exactly where she's at. What's the path to get there? You know what I mean? Like trying to optimize the
It's like,
scenario.
this bald 40-year-old guy is gonna die yelling at me. I can't help you.
Our house is on fire. This bald guy
Yeah.
just yelling at us.
I'd rather go back in the fire.
Save the tuna fish.
Gotta save the tuna fish.
Oh man.
I'm just like grilling them. Do you have any animals?
How many tuna?
Is there,
Where are the
is there
puppies?
Heinz 57 in this house or not?
Apparently, he used the sound of the baby crying.
Wow.
He what?
He used the sound of the baby crying to find
To find her? Sure.
Amazing.
She wasn't a baby though, right? She was a toddler.
Four.
Yeah, from what I could tell.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
Where
Godspeed.
was that?
He jumped out of a second floor window.
Oh wow. That was just
It
fine.
was in Lafayette,
With the baby?
Indiana?
He jumped out?
Indiana, I want to
Yeah.
say, or that's where he's from, and it was in Rosebud, Arkansas. I don't know. It's one of those two. He's either from one of the places and it happened there, or
Or from one of the places and happened to the other one.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Pretty
Respect.
crazy.
He is a legend.
Yeah.
Straight up legend.
Legendary status.
That's-
I got no segue off of this.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I can say something. So, obviously, I have a couple important women in my life. Well, obviously, one's Michelle. The other one is my mom, who is her birthday today. So happy birthday, Mary!
Happy birthday, Mama.
Yep, she's 39 again for the 30th time. She likes
She's
to say
younger than you now.
as she likes to say, I passed her up. Yep, her and my dad they're going to Flavio's in Apollo, one of the best restaurants in the local area.
Is it?
Yeah, it's great. It really is. Speaking of my dad, he sent me a very crazy message yesterday. I'd like you guys to.
We're getting ambushed right now.
Yeah, no, I know. Well, I want to get your, true reaction to this. So he sends this text message and says, "This morning I came face to face with the bear that's been terrorizing the neighborhood. Oh my God, it was behind the shop. I was heading down to get water and it came around the corner of the shop. We made eye contact. It went one way and I went the other. Phew, I was too startled to get a pic."
yo, Chico and the bear facing off.
Yeah. Chico's faced off with a bear. So the last few days he's been telling me like there's this bear around town, right? They got into the garbage. They knew there was a bear because it was like they have like the little neighborhood they live in. There's a giant dumpster where everyone puts their trash.
And apparently it was a
like
giant bear.
Yeah, the dumpster was like pushed and like they knew that it wasn't just like a raccoon or something. It had to be something bigger. So
Trash
obviously.
panda.
So he walks down. It's like where we live. It's like there's a big yard, and then there's like a garden, and then he has like his like shed or shop where he like keeps his tractor and stuff. And he was going down to get water from the rain barrel to water the plants in the garden. He turns the corner, and the bear is right there. Like he said it couldn't have been more than 10 yards away from him.
Wow.
Luckily, I mean, they think it was a male bear just because of how big it was, and good thing it wasn't like a female bear
Mama
with cubs
bear.
or something like that. And I guess they're supposed to be as scared of you as you are of them, and they like both made eye contact, and it just like took off the other way, and he ran back the other way up to the house. But
Yikes.
that's
He probably yelled at it similar to how you used to get yelled at for leaving your shit lay around after a midnight shift.
exactly.
I'd turn around and leave too.
Yeah. So that's why I got the shirt on.
It's funny.
What do you do if you get confronted by a bear? Are you,
You
supposed
fucking
to like
fight him because
are you-
obviously you can beat him.
Are you supposed to like? You're supposed to like kind of like do the whole big bear
You're supposed to-
thing and like
yeah.
You're supposed to
be
make
like,
yourself
make yourself
bigger.
look bigger than-
You can beat up a fucking orangutan. You can take a
No,
bear.
man.
Don't worry
I've
about
learned
these things.
I've learned the capacity of my strength, and it's not bear. It's not orangutan. Not a chimpanzee. It's probably not even like a squirrel, man. Like,
I'm not sure you could beat up Melissa, to be quite frank.
I wouldn't.
scrappy.
I would never hit Melissa. She would win.
I would win.
She would win by
Very
default.
gentlemanly of you. But if your life depended on it,
I wouldn't.
wow.
Take
If
me
she
now.
told you to
Wow.
hit her.
Just know that you can Mortal Kombat him. First of all, great movie reference, Guapo.
Oh, man,
Nobody
yes.
knows what movie this is except for maybe me and Lamanna.
I know what it is.
This is, well, obviously Guapo knows.
Guapo.
This is The Great Outdoors with John Candy and Dan Aykroyd. I used to refer to it as the bald-headed butt bear because this bear gets shot twice and has the top of its head skinned off and the back of its ass skinned off.
Are you guys related?
Great movie. Great movie.
So,
Throwback to
you
the
guys
late
are
80s. R.I.P.
ancient.
John Candy.
Mark, have you ever encountered a bear in all your outdoors
I have
activities?
not. My sister and my dad are psychopaths. They go looking for them in our camp. So we have a camp in Tynesta, which is just outside of Oil City. For those who are up on your oil history, that's where Drake's Well is. One of the first oil wells drilled in America. All woods. The camp is like you take 10 dirt roads to get there. You're so far away from civilization, it's frightening. I did come up on a nest of rattlesnakes as a child.
Oh, God.
Picked up a rock, 12 baby rattlesnakes.
I would have been gone. I'm so
like,
scared
nope.
of snakes.
Like that.
Was not thrilled.
Speaking of that, time the fuck out.
Yeah, keep your
fucking
goddamn
big is that
snake.
thing?
Yes,
He's
I saw
growing.
that.
Keep your
Christ.
fucking
Yeah,
snake
he's
in
growing.
his cage.
Right? I haven't seen him stretched out in a long time.
Yo,
He's big.
I almost had a heart attack last night. I'm looking
big.
at fucking Instagram and I'm like,
Saw it.
that
like,
thing's
oh.
upstairs?
Oh, he climbed under
grown.
the covers and went to sleep. How
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
He did. He really did.
He can't close his fucking eyes.
Yeah, but they sleep with their eyes open.
You know the snake is a symbol for the devil, right?
Is it?
It's
Yeah.
gonna kill
No,
us.
it's a symbol for
Nah.
QAnon. Look at her tattoo.
That
Nah,
too.
I like the
It's
I like the
devil,
snake.
That's right.
I like the
Adam and
snake.
Eve story.
He's getting big. I think he's like close to 5 feet now.
I like the
Yeah,
snake. The
let's
snake's
not.
cool.
Maybe 4.
He's just
man.
gonna
He's
poke
still
his head out of the
growing.
fucking
He'll
top
grow.
of that thing.
He's having a length spurt. He needs to grow a little in thickness. But
No, the fuck he does.
Well, maybe you can feed him all the dead mice in our fucking freezer.
I have been. But there's 25 of them in there. That's a lot to go through.
Christ.
Bro, the
I
snake
did
is
not
fine.
sign up for
The
this.
snake is fine.
Like you,
He's nice. You didn't even give him a chance.
I don't
Like,
want
you're
to give him a
so
chance.
rude.
Yeah, you're
And
being very snake. You're
he's
being
Very
snakophobic.
nice. Like he's really docile.
Yeah.
Like you can touch it. I made sure he was when he was little to touch him a lot and touch his head a lot. He doesn't even get head shy. He's so well behaved. His temperament's amazing.
I can't wait till.
He did snap me the one time. I got scared. I was like, Melissa, he's on my chair. Help!
Oh, well, you dropped him.
I didn't drop him. He kind of like
You dropped
he
him.
did the
and
whole
he was,
he
and
did the
then
whole
he was,
snake thing.
He was swirled around the bottom
Yeah,
of your
he did the
rolling
snake thing,
chair,
and then
about to
he-
be run over.
He went like that. He went like yeah,
Yeah.
and I was like,
He didn't like what you were doing to him.
I was just
All-
trying to hold my. Honestly, I
All
miss
I know-
Nigel. I need Nigel back.
This snake used to be this big.
No, Nigel's great.
Yeah, no, when I got him, he was like this, probably.
When I first saw this thing, he was probably this big.
That was when he was like a
max.
year old, and now he's
the size of this guy.
he takes up. Yeah, he's probably about 4.5 feet now.
Oh my god.
He'll be like 6-ish.
I think you guys are just fear of the stigma of snakes.
No.
Yeah.
What is it? Why are people afraid of that? I
Like,
mean,
what's wrong?
It's
What's
so
wrong
cool.
with him?
Nothing. But like, what's right with him? That's the better
Everything.
question.
Everything.
He's God's creature.
He's a
Doesn't
fucking
give
snake.
love.
Right, but
What can you do with a snake?
You can
There's
hold
no
him.
love.
Goddamn wild where he
Animals.
belongs.
Yeah.
Appreciate him.
You can hold him.
Appreciate him. He's not a piece of jewelry. Put him in the
Depends
wild
who
where
you
he
ask,
goddamn
right?
belongs.
That's not where he belongs. He's a captive.
He sits in
he's
a
captive bred.
he sits in a fucking aquarium
Terrarium.
doing nothing, eating mice every once in a while,
Yeah.
and then he comes out and just
And he
like
explores and he takes a nap on the bed and
It sounds like he lives a great life.
he
Terrible
loves,
life.
He loves it.
How would you know? You're not a snake.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just know that
He has a little branch he climbs up. He was like,
yeah.
I think he was going through growth spurts, so he didn't really come out that much. But now he's like all.
He's 5 feet long. His aquarium is 3
He's
feet
out and
long.
about.
Terrarium.
Whatever
well, I
you
need to
want
get
to
a
call
new
it.
one. He's grown a bit faster than I.
He scares
expected.
me.
Aquarium is for fish.
Yeah, well, let's
terrarium
put some
is
water
for
in there and
land
drown this
mammals.
motherfucker.
Land
Also, he
animal.
can swim. He can
well,
swim.
Peta's coming after you.
Yeah, this guy hates
Well, they're probably coming after her
animals.
too, because she's
Yeah, she's entrapped this poor
yeah.
snake.
in caging.
It's probably.
I
fucking
hear they
illegal.
taste like chicken.
Okay, I'll just take. If you don't want him entrapped, I'll just let him out.
No,
No.
absolutely
Yeah,
not.
out into the desert.
Yeah, out in the
Just let him out
backyard.
in your room.
Put him on the roof. Let him get rid of the roof rats. The big thing in Vegas, roof rats everywhere.
Wait,
Roof
really?
rats.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wow, it sounds like we
It's a
need
Yeah,
a
huge
roof
snake.
thing
rats.
here.
They're called pigeons.
There are a lot of fucking pigeons, man.
Wait, there's really roof rats?
Yeah, it's like really common. I don't think we have them, but every place I've rented at has had roof rats.
Do they like make like a little nest in like the shingles of
Yeah.
the?
Ew, isn't
Yeah.
it too
They
hot
call it
for them
shingles
up there?
out here.
I would imagine, but yeah, I don't know. They're
Different
they're
out
clay.
here because of the
Yeah.
clay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the weather.
Very different texture. Yeah, I'm all for using them as an exterminator. Put them out back.
Well, he's not for you to use.
Keep the scorpions away.
So that's not up to you.
I like
Fucking
Nigel.
Nigel.
Nigel's gonna stay.
Nigel.
You never
Let-
even gave him a chance. You never even
I don't
held
want to give him a
You never
chance.
touched him. You never looked at him in the eyes.
They do.
When you look
Oh
at
my
him-
God, I'm
You never
so
looked at
fucking
him and-
scared.
When you look at him
Little eyes.
straight on and he has this cute little
Nose.
nose. And
That's because I'm
his
afraid.
tongue comes out.
That's because I'm afraid if I do any of those things, my instincts are going to kick in and I'm going to rip his fucking head off.
yeah.
you're not gonna
you
rip
act all
anything's
tough,
head
but you're
off.
really scared you're gonna start crying.
Yeah,
He's so
The second
scared.
he starts wrapping around my arm, I'm out.
He's so scared he's gonna become emotionally attached to Nigel. He's
Look,
too
you guys
scared.
didn't see the dozen baby rattlesnakes that I saw. My life was in danger.
What are you talking about?
I used
Slammed
to
that
come up
fucking
on
rock down
snakes
so
all the time,
fast.
and like I'd be walking home from school and in the yard or something, just a giant black snake.
Oh,
They're
I
everywhere.
Oh yeah, they were everywhere back
Yeah,
in our
scare
hometown.
the
Really?
shit
What
out of
kind
me.
of snake?
Massive.
I would
Black
see.
snake.
I saw one dead on the road when I was like 16 in West Leechburg. The thing had to be like 25 feet.
25
Bro, it
No,
stretched
it
the whole way
wasn't.
across the fucking road.
25 feet.
How wide's the
25
road?
feet is like an
How wide is the
anaconda.
road?
I don't know.
Not
but
25 feet.
Yeah,
look,
maybe
those
not.
black snakes, they get
was
to like
big.
4 or 5
I
feet.
mean,
These things are living on trash pandas,
female
man.
snakes get really big.
It was
You
just
love
called the
trash
Giga
pandas.
Snake.
I love that nickname for raccoons. It
It was the Giga Snake.
was a giga snake.
a
Yo,
python.
what did we see in Florida?
I don't want to see any reptiles in
iguana?
Florida. Yo, I had lunch with an iguana once, and I thought my life was in danger.
Yo,
What? The
Why are you
iguanas are
guys so
fucking
afraid
great.
of reptiles?
Yeah, you guys
We
are a bunch of
saw
fucking
an
Have you ever seen
iguana.
the claws on an iguana? It'll fuck you up.
You know what will fuck you up? Their tail. They'll whip you with
Yeah.
their tail.
Yo,
I was eating my chicken and rice on dinner break in Sherpo out by the water, and this iguana comes down from the tree, and I'm like, "You keep your fucking distance, man."
how big was this iguana?
Big.
Yeah, they get massive.
Big.
Yeah.
There's some big ones.
Big enough that I took a picture, and I was like,
sure
"This
it wasn't a
motherfucker's
Komodo
eyeballing
dragon?
me."
It wasn't a Komodo dragon.
Yo, Landon, how fucking big was the iguana that we saw on the street next to our Florida Airbnb.
It's like a normal sized iguana.
That shit was not fucking normal. It was the size of a dog. It was the size of cats.
They get
Are
big.
you fucking
They
kidding
get big.
Are you saying that we saw a Gatsby iguana?
Meanwhile, it was like a Komodo dragon.
I think
That's what I
you know
kept
what I
saying.
think
And he
we
kept
should
telling
do?
me no, it wasn't.
No,
I
they're
think
normal.
that we need to do like a segment where I
Safari
take you
time.
guys to the reptile expo.
Nobody
No,
wants to
oh.
fuck with reptiles.
Did you guys know there's an owl habitat?
I land at turtles. That's where my reptile.
There's turtles there. There's also
A tortoise.
Snakes.
Guys, there's a drive-through owl
Geckos.
habitat in Las Vegas.
Wait, really?
Owls?
That's really
Yes.
that's cool.
It
Owl
sounds fucking
habitat.
that night I got stranded in the desert. There was an owl that was really freaking me out, man.
The owl's not gonna fight
It
you.
sounded like it was getting closer, and it was just like every
bro.
minute on the minute
No.
hooing.
No.
I'm like, show yourself, demon bird.
That's
There's
not
a
how
common
owls
theme
work.
here, and I think that you think animals are more obsessed with you than they are.
Look,
he's a
we
dog.
were sitting ducks, okay? I knew that
These
we.
animals don't care about
It was
you as
a
much as you
high
think
stress
they do.
situation.
Not for nothing. They were fucking food for them.
Conrad, if anything, they feel bad for you.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this
my
guy's so
God.
scared.
That's
and so
adorable that you think
bold."
animals
This
somehow.
old fucking bald guy thinks that I'm gonna fuck with him.
I
You're
just
not
want to get
that
my meal
important,
for the night
man.
and go to bed.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go to sleep.
I gotta tell you,
important.
put into a survival situation, there's zero doubt in my mind that of everybody in this room, you and Melissa die first.
No way.
Like, oh, look at this fun little critter. Yeah. This trash man that doesn't have anything against me. Face off.
What a cute little bobcat.
I would have all the animals like, I would provide them a nice area.
Dr. fucking Doolittle over here.
Yeah, she invited a charcuterie board for the animals.
Yeah,
So
and
here
then,
you go.
and then they see the mauled bald come over, and then they attack him for me, keep him away from my resources.
Right. We'll
What's
see.
the biggest animal that you've come into contact with? Or the scariest, I should say, that's just
The
like out in the open?
scariest?
Oh,
like in
that's
the
a good
wild?
question.
Yeah. Just like, I was trying to think about it. I can't really think of
I've
any.
seen a fox.
A fox scares you,
Come
Matt?
on. You know
No.
what's scary? Beaver. Not
Oh,
beaver.
beavers will fuck you
Yeah,
up.
no, I think it was
They're
a beaver.
really territorial.
There was one at my elementary school, and we were all like staring at it. It was massive, and it looked fucking vicious. Like the teeth are long.
Yeah,
Animals
well,
when
it's
they
their
do the
tails
whole
that will
teeth
really
thing
fuck you up.
are even like the dogs at the house. They do the teeth thing.
I
they
don't
get
like
scary.
big
Oh, now you're
rodents. are
scared? A domesticated animal that's not going to bite you?
No,
I saw a bear in Tahoe. We were in
Oh
the
yeah, we did see bear.
Yeah, we were in the like snack shop of this campground, like buying lunch or whatever, and this fucking idiot on a quad is ripping around the campground in circles. We're like, what the fuck's going on? And he's just chasing a bear, like
Yeah,
trying to
that's
slap
right,
it on the
yeah.
ass.
What?
Like, you hicks are on another fucking level out here, man. Like, get me out of here.
I was gonna bring that up when I was talking about the bear. I was like, yeah, that was probably the closest I've been to one. I mean, I wasn't that close. It was probably
Yeah, we were behind a
50
screen
yards
door.
or
We were
40 yeah.
fine.
When we
50
were
yards, but like it was going the other way. It was like that's a bear.
when we were in Big Bear, what
Yeah.
was outside with the pups? Was it
Fox.
fox? Yeah, it was fox.
Yeah,
Well, a lot of people
Foxes
see
are small though.
they're wily.
coyotes
Yeah.
around
Oh,
here a lot.
I've
They're
seen a
like
bunch of coyotes
on the
here.
golf course all the time.
They're so meager looking.
yeah.
Oh,
There are neighbors. We have at least
Yeah.
30 coyotes in the ranch next to us.
alligator. Easy answer.
It's
Alligator?
Yeah, I've seen alligator,
I've seen alligator. I'm
too.
from Florida, man.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't.
Florida
sorry, I
man
wasn't
sees
thinking.
alligators, like a classic. Yeah,
Like in your backyard.
classic
That's how
Florida
you guys
man.
get to school, right? You ride the alligator.
I really went to school with alligators.
I think the only animal I've ever ran from was my dad and I were fishing at Crooker Creek, actually, but we hiked all the way like through the woods to get to the back end of the lake, the one that you can only access
Fish
through boats.
can't walk, Matt.
Your jokes are so weird.
It's funny because I thought of that joke in my head.
They are weird.
I was gonna say something about you got chased by a fish, but then I was like, I'll let that one go.
Right, don't worry, I'm
got
here for
it.
you. I got it.
That's
They
what you
are
guys-
weird. That's a good way to describe
Yeah,
them.
they're so out of fucking left field.
Yeah, they're
We're on
weird
the same page,
jokes.
Conrad.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
It's
Twitter
a polite way of calling him an idiot.
Yeah, you know.
Anyway, we were fishing off the bank, and after a couple of hours, you always have to be careful, like walking through the woods with downed logs and stuff like that, because
Fish are out there.
snakes, especially like in moist areas, like to live there. So we're very conscious walking back through the woods, but once we start fishing, like no big deal. So we have our lines in the water, not paying really all that much attention. And my dad just goes, look. And I look, and there are 3 copperheads in the middle of the lake just charging towards the shore. And he goes, run.
What is
And we just drop our gear and just take off.
what's a copperhead?
Very poisonous snake.
In the water?
They're water
Venomous.
snakes. Yeah.
Moccasins.
They're
Yeah,
not.
I'm
They
out.
might be of the moccasin family, but
the
they're not.
moccasin
They're not
type.
actually moccasins.
Oh, sure. I was just fucking around.
But yeah, they're very
So
like
they were coming after you?
we think. I mean, like we were right in their line of sight.
They're like,
just
oh,
thinks
God,
they're
let's get
all
this
good-
bald
yeah.
man out of our territory.
He thinks
How you
all the
work-
animals
Well, I
are
mean, it's
coming
it's a
after him.
wooded area. Like
Are they like sticking up out of the water? Or just,
Snaking up.
no. I mean, no. So like they're not aquatic animals. They can just swim. So they take to the water and land. Their den is obviously on land somewhere. So I don't know if they're. I don't know why they would take to the water. I don't know if they hunt there or whatever. But they were just like coming in a pack. I don't know if snakes travel in packs, but whatever. There were 3 of them coming towards the shore,
Snakes
and
in
like
a
nothing
pack.
good happens if you just stick around and wait for them to get there.
Yeah, let's
Right.
stick around and find out.
He's just like grab your shit and run.
I'm out.
Oh, you
Yeah,
see
I mean,
copperheads around
you're
our place all
probably
the time.
right.
Yeah.
Like, I think that Landon and I would die first.
Yeah, you guys would be
No, we
like,
wouldn't.
oh look, a water
I would
snake.
be like, so if we're in somewhere where there's animals and stuff, like I'm in there, and I'm trying to like get to know them.
I gotta
Okay,
tell
no,
you,
no. She would die. I would run.
And Landon is gonna try and fight them.
No, I'm just
To prove
projecting,
that
man.
he-
wildlife
can
has
fight
no
animals.
interest
not
in you
Yeah.
and
Well,
your
no,
niceties.
but I would respect them, but I would look at them closely and stuff.
I should.
they'll
I
get
really
angry.
you know
like
what?
animals
Don't
so
go on a
much.
safari.
I love animals.
I would
Don't-
love to
don't
go
go
on
on
a
a
safari.
I would
would
too.
too.
That's how my
If
mom
it's
used to
like-
like get
real
me
one.
out of the house.
Like an
she
actual
would-
safari. Look at
Man,
this.
people who handle snakes are fucking psychopaths
Yeah,
to me.
absolutely fucking out of their mind.
Yeah.
Look at this
well,
fucking thing.
handling venomous snakes is a whole other beast.
Yeah.
Like people will handle them with their bare
Is it
hands,
Steve
and that's
Irwin?
insane.
Is that Steve Irwin? No.
It's not Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin.
I think
died
that was an
handling
older video.
stingrays.
It's a fake
That's
snake.
Steve
It's a fake
Irwin.
snake.
That's not a fake snake.
Yeah, it is.
No,
Is
it's
it-
just dead, I think.
It just has no head.
It's alive.
That's a real
Or
snake.
it's dead. That is a
Is that what it
diamond.
looked like?
That's a
what it looked
diamondback.
like? Coming after you like
Somebody
that?
just said Landon dies first, minus 400.
See, like, you don't want to see that shit charging at you.
Okay.
Any amount.
What would you do, like, that would keep you alive?
I would not be nice to the animals. I would just run
You
from
wouldn't be
them.
nice to them. They're gonna attack you. And kill
No,
you.
I'm not going to go up to them and invade their home.
I'm not gonna
Landon
invade their
doesn't
homes.
know what's around him
But
85%
I'm gonna
of the
I'm
time.
gonna learn. I would like to learn about them by being around them.
They're not going to tell you anything.
I will observe.
We should just all go to Australia and see who comes home alive.
I will.
I
I will
would-
come
I
along.
love Australia.
Everything out there is dangerous.
I will need some anti venom and
Danielle,
stuff, but I'm
I
ready.
didn't go 8 Lillian.
we were in Sydney and we were walking back from the beach to catch a ride, like an Uber or whatever. And we were walking along a trail that, was mostly paved, I think. It might have been like dirt and rocks. I don't remember. But Danielle's flip-flop came off and she smashed her toe against a rock or something like relatively sharp and started bleeding. So we care to the wound, whatever, get home, no big deal. 3 days later, as we're getting ready to go to Fiji, her foot is 6 times the size of normal.
Oh no.
And she gets this full-blown infection from just cutting her foot in the wild. Everything in Australia will kill you,
Right.
including the rocks.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
just venom attached to everything.
yeah. I mean, I think if I go to Australia, I'm not leaving.
Maybe that's what this is. Maybe this is your Aussie blood, where you
They
just have
love
no
it.
fear of anything because you're the highest
Well,
on the food
when
chain.
I was little, I used to collect worms and
Yeah, so did I.
I would be pulling them apart. I don't know.
I used to tear the
you know.
legs off Daddy Long Legs.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Collecting worms and tearing off legs of
Well, yeah.
spiders? Eh.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's-
I liked bugs and
yeah, you play in the dirt a little bit, It's
Yeah.
how you get those good microbes in your belly.
yeah, I spent a lot of time outside and I would go in the ponds and find the little critters.
I was obsessed with water and wildlife in water. I think because
Yeah.
I found it non-threatening. I fished so much and I knew fish
Right.
weren't going to do anything to me that crawdads and frogs and things of that
Yeah.
nature didn't scare me either.
Yeah, my friend's dad had this big pond and we would wade around and get the little crawfish and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So many names for the same thing.
Crawdads,
crawfish,
I've
crayfish.
never had a crawfish.
We used to use them for bait. Bass bait. Good for bass bait.
Everybody down south love crawfish.
Never went to Hot and Juicy?
No, I mean I have, but I never ate the crawfish.
No, never had the crawfish.
When you go to a Hot and Juicy, are they just big? They have to be bigger than what I used to catch out of creeks.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
Okay, yeah.
But the thing is,
we would use it for bait. They were only like.
I feel like they're overrated. Like you don't get a lot of meat. It's a lot of work. I'd rather just get the shrimp or. Like
yeah.
Someone just said, Landon is even money to survive a city park.
See, that's what I said. That's why we got to get Landon on this. We need to show Landon.
Yeah, you guys all talk a lot of shit. You take a bunch of cracks at everybody, but when push comes to fucking shove, and we're stranded out in the goddamn woods, you're gonna be looking to Papa Burke to keep your ass safe.
Yeah,
and if we go to the fucking hood, you're done.
Yeah, he's right. He's absolutely right. We land ourselves in a sketchy part of town. We are looking to Conrad to get us out of there alive.
And if you find yourself in a pit of snakes, I will help you.
Right, snake lady over here is gonna charm them.
I'll pull them out.
If we end up in a crack house, I got you. These are my people.
Oh man,
I have no people. I have nothing to offer.
Yeah, you're Florida man. Like, yeah, if there's some insane person walking down the highway eating faces, you got us.
He's like, oh, that's just Bill. He lives down the street.
Or we run into like a pack of gators or something.
Honestly,
he can reach tall fruits.
That's true.
Like
Yeah,
that's really useful.
You can run a pill mill.
Not low hanging fruit.
No,
I know this.
High hanging fruit.
I know this may come as a surprise, but like alligators truly don't frighten me that much. Outside of,
I doubt that.
like seeing them on shore would not frighten me at all.
Scary. Which
They're very
is the bigger,
slow and they have tunnel
crocodile's
vision.
the bigger one, right?
Wait, what?
Crocodiles are bigger.
Crocodiles are bigger.
I thought alligators were bigger.
No.
Crocodiles are
Crocodiles
faster.
Crocodiles have the rounded snouts and they're bigger, I believe.
I think at least one of those things are true. Crocodiles have like
both are
the
true.
teeth that protrude whenever their mouths close.
Yeah.
Also, there's a difference between saltwater and freshwater. I think saltwater crocodiles are massive, but I don't know about freshwater. Anyway, if they're on shore, I wouldn't be afraid of them. They're very slow. They have tunnel vision. They're not that difficult to avoid. What would scare me, though...
You're in the water with them?
Well, I definitely would never get into any water where there may be an alligator.
I would never get into any water in Florida.
I struggle to get in the ocean.
I used to go tubing in Florida and there was alligators.
Fuck that.
I think I was like 5 feet away from one.
Fuck
so
that.
That was scary.
If you're in the water, you are in their territory and they are now the predator.
Yeah,
It's death roll time for them.
Yeah, you're prey.
No part of that
You're
shit.
fucking prey at that point. Now I'm terrified of alligators. If you want to talk about being in the water, I'm horrified. But
That's how I was like, wait,
if
what?
we're on
They're
land,
slow.
I got this. Like I can sidestep them, no big deal. What would scare me though is like the idea of fishing some area where like alligators were prominent, and them just like lurking on the shore and you never seeing them, and them just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm not about that. I want to be
There was
safe.
a movie from like the 90s or early 2000s about like a giant alligator or crocodile. You remember?
I remember Anaconda.
Yeah, I was thinking Anaconda.
Yeah, I remember that movie, but there was a
Lake
crocodile
Placid,
one.
somebody said.
There's a
Lake
yes,
Placid?
Lake Placid. Yes, yes, I used to love that movie when I was
Oh
little.
yeah, Jace got it too.
Yep, Lake Placid. And the
Wait, was that
covers-
Lil Cool J in that?
No, he was in Anaconda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lake
Same.
Placid. That was a good one.
Anaconda gave you nightmares. I hate snakes. I'm
I
so
will
scared.
like
Oh, I do
hold-
hate little fucking pesky things too. Like muskrats were really rampant in rivers.
What's a muskrat?
Yeah, what is a
It's
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
it's a rodent that lives like near water.
Are they big?
They're big enough.
I don't like big rodents.
Yeah, they're big enough,
Yeah, I
right?
don't like that.
They're not the size of a rat. They're like 3 times the size of a
Okay,
rat.
I really don't like that.
And
yeah.
I used to do like a lot of night fishing on riverbanks, and they were very like prominent. So it's like you would hear them like squeaking, like you'd see one zip by you every now and again. It's just like,
No, yeah,
"Ah!"
Like a possum.
I used to live.
Yeah,
like,
they're
when I
like
lived
half the
in,
size of a possum and 3 times the size of a rat.
Possums are cool.
When I
Yeah.
lived in Manhattan, there would be rats like you walk across the street, they cross over your
Nah,
feet.
those are hood rats. Those
Right, they
things are
run over. The
huge.
ones like the Upper East Side had like so many rats, and they would run over your feet. And
Oh, fuck that.
I don't
Rats
like,
are disgusting, man.
Yeah, I don't like rats.
Corey just said an alligator ate that one pro golfer's hand.
Yeah, exactly. Chubs. I was thinking that too. I'm
Yeah.
like,
That's wild.
This is for chubs.
damn alligator bit my hand off.
I remember when we lived, the second house I lived in when I moved in with Dan, we had a rat issue because we didn't have a backyard. It was all concrete. And the dogs would like shit back there and the rats would feast on it. So we ended up
sons
like
of bitches didn't never clean that shit up.
not often enough. So we ended up getting like a slight rat problem. We had exterminators come, whatever. They took care of it. But in the meantime, they had built a nest in the bottom area of our grill. And we didn't know because we never opened the doors. So one day we went out to grill food. I don't remember if it was me or Andy. Honestly, in my head, it was Andy because it was such a dramatic response. But he opens the lid of the grill and this rat just pops out.
Oh my God. I would have lost it.
I would have just turned it on.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Barbecue that motherfucker.
Man, that's mean.
Is it?
Yeah.
Put yourself in that moment.
I mean, the grill has
You
to
wait till
go.
you end up with getting a rat inside the house and hear Michelle jumping on a tabletop screaming at the top of her lungs to kill it. See if you think it's mean.
Yeah.
I do feel guilt with this stuff. Like I kill flies all the time. And
You
there's
feel guilt about killing flies?
a little bit, yeah.
Come on, Buddha.
Yeah, no,
I felt
I'm
Gandhi
similar with
over
you. I'm
here.
like, I don't need to kill it.
No, I need to kill it. They're a fucking pest.
Oh,
They
they're
are
like flying around my head and
everywhere. I know, they're
get them, you
everywhere.
know, then.
They're a pest.
I
And
wish the dogs were better at
the way I
killing.
rationalize it to myself is that I just say, well, their lifespan is only a few days anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know, what's the difference?
That's what the aliens are going to say about us.
Probably.
When they finally come here,
Yeah.
like, they only live 70 years.
Right, like
Right.
years to them is going to be like,
Yeah.
time
A
is just going to be
blink.
very different.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Something lives for 1,000 years. It doesn't, like, oh, they only live 70 years. That's a blink of the
I
eye.
mean,
Yeah.
I think, okay, like if any reality TV executives are watching, I feel like putting us all on an island where
Yes.
there's lots of
Only
wildlife
friends in the wild.
could be very
Oh
entertaining.
my God. Could you imagine fucking Chin? He's not even here.
Oh, man.
The all-star
I wish Chin
show.
was here for this segment because he's afraid of
Who
everything.
would I eat first? That's the only real question.
What was that?
Who would I eat first?
But this is a TV show. You don't start cannibalizing your friends.
I mean, if push comes to shove, one of you motherfuckers is going to be dinner.
I mean,
Yep.
you need to learn how to hunt.
We all know it's Chin.
Do I?
Yes.
Have you ever seen Lord of the Flies or read Lord of the Flies?
Yes.
All right. Well, as
You
long as
just
there's
get
a cliff, I
boulder
got
and you push
dinner.
it down a
You
hill.
just start eating someone. That's
Oh,
a
it might
TV
be Brian,
show.
actually.
What?
Brian eats a lot of steak.
But
A
no,
lot of
fuck
meat.
that. I need Brian to cook one of you motherfuckers.
That's a good point.
I mean, I'll be over
It might
there
be
with
you.
my
He's
roasted
just, he's just
lizard.
butchering Conrad with
God.
tears in his eyes.
You're the healthiest one here.
Nah, I'm gamey, man.
Berkey, you would definitely have to slow cook Berkey. 'cause
Yeah,
he's-
I'd be
he's
so
all
gamey.
tough,
Yeah.
I don't like
Yeah.
this conversation
His
at
muscles
all.
have been used way
I'm
too
done.
often.
Yeah.
Can we
Alright, so
change
Chin.
it?
It's like
It's
Chin.
fine. We'll slow cook them. I'm just
I
saying.
mean, all right.
Yeah, the muscles are
I'd
gonna
make
be
for a
too
good
tough.
stew.
Yeah, good stew.
Right.
Low and slow.
Yeah.
Bro, your blood is literally bone broth.
If you don't drink my blood, you're doing
It's
yourself a
protein
disservice.
and bone broth.
Yeah.
I'm done with this conversation. No more. No more
Alright.
cooking my friends. No
All
more
right, it's
eating
fine.
my friends.
I'll switch. I have one more thing I want to talk about. So yesterday I put out on my Instagram this TikTok video or reel or whatever of what I assume every girl secretly
I saw this
wants
on your story and
in
I
a
was like, I don't
relationship.
get this joke.
It's not a joke. I think it's serious. I think every girl wants this in a relationship.
What?
Go ahead, Guapo.
It's just this guy looks like a girl.
Well, not the actual appearance, just to have a guy who will be.
No, I don't want that. I saw this and I was like, what do you mean?
I can't tell you how many girls replied facts.
Honestly, I kind of want to get this done.
All you do is
I
sit
don't
there
get
and you
it.
become clean.
I barely do this stuff to myself. Why would I do it to the person I'm
Oh,
with?
that tongue scrape looks great.
Mics are off, right, Guapo? Yeah. Oh, they're on. Oh, okay. No, it's fine. I was just gonna wait to talk shit on Melissa, but I'll just do it now. That's
would I want
because
this?
you're a dude. You think like a dude. Of course you don't want any of that stuff done. Neither do I, because we're dudes.
Yeah,
you and me, we're bros.
I barely wash my face at night. I can't do this to a whole nother human being.
Look, as somebody who has unwillingly participated in these types of masks myself, as well as I've watched young Landon get brought into the fold.
Please tell me there's
Right.
footage of this somewhere.
There's a what? No.
I mean, I
God,
guess
no.
there is a thing.
Man.
Girls love to groom.
Yeah, no, I definitely love to groom. I don't want to put a bow on my significant other.
Okay, that
and-
was a little extreme.
and
obviously, it
put
was.
gold shit on their face.
Yeah, it was very
And
emasculating.
also, those products are expensive. I'm not gonna waste them on someone who doesn't appreciate it. Like,
I mean,
so
she appreciated it. I'm sure. He was a very beautiful man. By
I'm not
the
gonna
end.
shave the inside of your nostrils. The fuck is like she starts off shaving the inside of his nostrils. Like, I mean, this is absurd. I'm not. No, but I do like grooming.
Do you believe that you represent a larger populace of women?
I think I represent the silent majority of women.
Oh, I would say the vocal minority.
I am the silent majority.
I think you
I
always
don't know.
represent, like,
I put this
2 to
up yesterday,
5%.
and
2 to 5%.
I put this up yesterday on my stories, and my DMs just filled with girls saying like, "Absolutely, facts. This is true."
The guy's wearing a fucking Minnie Mouse bow.
Okay, stop focusing.
What's attractive about
Stop
that?
focusing on the
How
one
am I supposed to
detail
have
that.
sex with this man after
It's
I
not- it's
after
not
I
about
put
this
gold
specific
on his
guy.
face and a bow in
It's
his
not
hair?
about the specific
he's
guy.
Not a fucking little,
It's not about the
he's
specific.
Not my daughter.
It's not about the specific
Look at
aesthetics
this.
of all
Look
this.
At this bow. How am I supposed to sleep with this man after
Okay,
this?
don't put a fucking bow on him. My
I
whole point
won't.
is the
I won't
grooming.
Put a bow on him.
The whole point is the grooming aspect of it. Like,
I like to groom. Like I like to pop shit.
ew.
I love popping.
Ew.
You watch Dr. Pimple Popper?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love popping and like grooming in that way. Or like if they have like a really long ingrown hair, anything like soft surgery, I will love to do. But
You call that soft surgery?
yeah, you know, sometimes you gotta make a little incision.
Just get a little
If I get to
scalpel, just
play
make a few little-
surgeon, I'm very
little incisions.
It
happy.
seemed kind of nice to sit there and just go to sleep and
Yeah, go to a spa.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
Seems
not
great.
a fucking esthetician.
Look, I'm not advocating that
What's the
any
issue?
guy wants this. I'm just saying that this seems like the
Oh,
type of
no, I know.
sacrifice you make to be in a good relationship.
It didn't seem like a sacrifice.
You think Lamanna's never worn a mask?
I mean,
I've
I will
never-
say
my
like
goddamn self right now.
I've never
Bullshit.
had anything like that on my face in my
Are you
entire
saying
life.
that's what the people want in a relationship? I'll find a relationship right now. It's so
You
fun.
think that Michelle would like do that to me?
Michelle, no,
You know
but
what
I
I
think
think
at
it
least
is,
one of
though?
your exes in the past absolutely would have been
there's
that.
like an element.
No way.
I think it is the same type of trust. It's a certain, you know, they're trusting you and their sexuality, they're comfortable in it, so they're trusting you to sort of do what you want to do.
The guy you're saying?
Yeah.
Look,
And-
I'll
but
explain to
I
you
think that
exactly
it's
how
the
this comes
same-
to be.
Hold on. But I
Go
think
ahead.
it's the same trust that comes with like a guy choking a girl.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. But the difference is the girl usually asks for it,
Yeah.
where no guy is sitting around going,
If a guy came up to me and said, "Will you please do mask on my face?" Like, get the fuck out.
No guy does that.
No, we're over.
That's not
it.
how this scenario ever plays out.
That is not
The
how it
way
goes.
this scenario plays out 100% of the time is it's a Saturday evening where you guys decided to stay in, and it's like 8 p.m.
What's that like? I don't know. No
What?
one ever wants to stay in with me.
Oh, it's great.
It's a
Yeah,
pity.
it sounds great.
Yeah.
I hope to experience
Honestly,
it one
like the
day.
fact that this isn't Lamanna's weekend every week is shocking to me. So it's
While watching fucking.
I can't. How am I supposed to watch the Housewives with that gook all over
it's
my
8 p.m.
all over my face?
It's 8 p.m. You've already had dinner. You've already had sex. You have been laying in bed
8
just
p.m.
talking for hours.
Why have you already had sex by 8 p.m.?
8 p.m.
What are you doing?
You get started early. You know,
8 p.m.
you had a nooner. You had a pre-dinner quickie. You know, whatever.
8 p.m.
The hell is this? A frat house?
It's
What
8
was for
p.m.
dinner?
I got shit to
Rice
do.
and chicken?
It's 8 p.m. during the summer. It's still light outside, so you guys are just bored. And
You've
she
thought
turns
about
to you.
this scenario.
No, I've experienced this scenario.
He's lived
She turns to you and
He's
puts
born
her
in it.
hand on her chin and goes, "Let me give you a makeover." And you go, "No." She goes, "Come on, I'm bored." No. It won't be that bad. No. Your pores are a little clogged. All right, fine. Fucking do it.
Yeah, I mean the grooming part I get, and also like I have put makeup on one of my exes before.
Okay, that's going too far.
But it was just
That's
like
going
because
way too
I
fucking
thought it was
far.
funny, and he was like playing video games, so he wasn't really paying attention. So I just started putting like lipstick on him and stuff.
I mean, imagine having to be on a podcast and having to wear full makeup.
Imagine
Imagine that.
that.
Imagine that. When are we getting that done?
Henry told me
Never.
to wait until he comes on, but Berkey said he won't do it.
I
when
absolutely will
Henry's
not
on.
do it. Espen and Henry will be on the show next week, and I will not be in full makeup that day. You're goddamn making a spectacle of me as a serious.
Yeah, well, you
Host.
should.
I
You should have
I
lost
think-
the thing.
Did you
It
just
didn't have to
like
be you.
just gloss over the fact that we're gonna have the world champion of poker on this podcast next week?
That's right.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, a little bit.
That's a.
At the
awesome.
same time, Berkey's gonna be in fucking makeup, so it's gonna be great.
Berkey's gonna be in makeup.
I should
Got
have
the
it on
world champ
tomorrow.
here.
It should be done tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a throwaway show. You guys are in for a real treat. We have 2 special guests. Our friend Renelle.
We can finally talk
Bridget-
about girl stuff. Give
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys all like. We'll give our audience is so highly male. Like we can give all the secrets.
Tomorrow's
into-
gonna be a fucking
the
slumber
secrets
party.
into an unhinged
I'm
woman's
so excited
brain.
for
I was
tomorrow.
completely unaware of this. What's happening?
Tomorrow's basically gonna be a slumber party. So the girl who walked in on me showering will be here with our friend Renelle tomorrow
Okay.
to tell
Oh,
all
the
of
one
the
that Conrad
stories.
insulted on air.
Yeah, so Conrad's not allowed to be here.
So that's gonna be awkward.
He's not coming.
Okay.
He's out.
About this one.
I haven't figured out the seating arrangement yet. My best guess is you're gonna be in the host seat.
Yeah.
Landon and I will be in the kiddie corner.
And them there.
Brian will probably take the co-host chair,
Uh-huh.
and we'll put them in the greens.
Yeah.
I would imagine that probably works out best, but I don't know. Maybe I'll take the co-host chair, and Brian, he seems like he can keep an unruly kiddie corner in line.
Maybe.
That's what the manager does.
Yeah.
That's why he's good at his job.
So if you guys have any questions for like, we don't represent all women, but we do represent the
Well, they're here to tell the tales of the industry.
I'm very excited.
So they
what
they-
industry?
the nightlife industry. They're
Okay.
both like Renelle does like a lot of
She's a professional hot girl, is how
basically
I would
yeah.
describe
That's
it.
there's really no other. I was trying to search for the term, but that's it.
how I see it. She's hired
Pro
to be a
hot girl.
hot girl.
Yeah.
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 She
Landon
gives me
gets it.
tips on working out my butt and how to get it bigger.
Yeah, Landon gets it. It's basically how he gets his jobs.
Yeah.
Professional hot boy.
hot boy.
Yeah. Hot boy summer.
Yeah.
Officially in.
Who hires him for that?
Oh, I
You?
don't know. Us, Ignition, poster boy, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. All right.
You know, he's here
Sure.
for it. Florida man.
Yeah. Hi.
Put him on the cover. This seems like a good spot of any to wrap it for today.
I'm very excited for tomorrow.
This has been fun. I have enjoyed this. Talking about animals and
Watch out for the bears.
maulings.
I love how when we don't have something to talk about, we always go back to fighting animals or living with animals or
It's
Fighting
primal,
animals is
man. It's
yeah.
primal. If you can't survive in the
Yeah,
real
but
jungle,
then we go to this freaking guy in a Minnie Mouse bow, and Berkey says, every woman wants this.
not
And
wants to do this. It's different. I'm not saying like you keep focusing on the bow. No one cares about the bow.
nobody
can't
wants
get
the
over
bow.
The bow was clearly just added to emasculate this poor son of a
I
bitch
don't like
further.
that. I don't want to emasculate my partner.
Yeah, that's unnecessary. But bow aside, I'm saying that when girls are bored, they like to do shit like
groom.
this.
Yeah.
You know, they like
Yeah.
to paint
We're
nails
like,
every now
we're
and
like
again.
monkeys. We
You
like
think
to groom.
you think none of us have ever had our nails painted out of boredom?
I go get a manicure.
See?
We got
My sister
Sounds
used
like you
happened
just
this
let
week.
girls do whatever they want.
My
to
sister
you.
used to do it to me all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was just bored, and I would have fucking rainbow nails, and then you just
No,
dip it in
no.
acetone and
Clear
it's gone.
stuff, man. Clear.
Oh, the mine are clear now.
It's the good shit.
It's peeling off already. I don't get the allure. I don't understand.
You don't really need
you don't take
polish.
care.
Also-
you're a very rough individual, so like
You're
you
goddamn
don't,
right.
like,
Thank you, Conrad. That's
You
the
don't
best
take
comment.
care
Gel.
of
The
yourself.
gel
That's why your
lasts
feet
long.
look
That's
like
the best
that.
compliment you ever gave me.
Look, you don't take care of
Also-
yourself.
Also, I don't know what it is, but when I got my manicure done, for some reason they just didn't feel the need to trim my nails. Like,
They wanted
'Cause you
to
probably
help you
bit
grow.
them
They
all
want
off.
you to have this.
I think that they were trying to get me to grow the coke nail.
yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm not into that.
Pistachio
And they're like,
nail.
no, it'll look good on you for sure. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
please trim my nails. They're like, we don't do that here. We just paint
Well,
them. Give me
yeah,
$9.99.
I always look at a guy's nail length
Yeah.
because I'm like, that would hurt.
I
Sometimes.
can always tell if I'm stressed or not based off how long
fast
I
your
go in
nails grow,
between
yeah.
trimming my nails. So when I think to myself, like, wow, I haven't trimmed my nails in a long time, I'm like, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You need to take a day off or two, you know? But here we are. I need to trim them now. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate you as always. Don't forget that we do still have 4 seats available for the Solve for Why Academy. That's going to be Poker Out Loud style academy, where you guys will be wearing noise canceling headphones and giving us your in-depth thoughts as you play the handout. That will be taking place September 8th to the 11th. Head to academy.solveforwhy.io if you're interested in that. We'll be back tomorrow at noon 2 special guests, as we alluded to. It's going to be a real party. Melissa's going to lead the show tomorrow. I hope you guys are all excited for it. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let us know what the biggest animal is that you've come face to face with, and tell us the story of how you escaped such
and how
danger.
you fought that animal.
Yeah. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks as always. Peace.
Peace.